Here's Brody Brazil.
Flight sim time. Whoa. I forgot to actually configure this. I just unpaused it, like totally out of configuration, and put the gear down, maybe put some flaps in here. Oh, I do know that I'm landing at San Francisco, runway 28 right, there it is. I'm a little fast. I'm on glide path. That's those two red and two white lights I can see out there. By the way, you can learn all of this on my aviation YouTube channel. Subscribe to it now if you don't already. Now I'm a little low. Throw some more power in there, finish off the flaps. Are we 500 feet? Yeah, we're well inside 500 feet. All right. So, yes, I'm a pilot in real life, flight instructor in real life. Flight sim is kind of like a professional athlete playing the video game.
Alert.
At least in this case. I mean, it's an indication of mindset and of skill set, but not completely. Although I would like to admit here that I'm right down the center line and probably going to touch down right there on those markers. Hold that little nose off there. Yeah, I'm going to float this thing, but I'm off center line by a bit. And I also don't have the rudder pedals here. I always explain that to everybody on YouTube. If I had the rudder pedals with my feet, I could directionally control this thing on the ground. Instead, I'm using a separate lever right here that's not really meant for that. All right, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. I still have like the first notch of flaps in there. Take those out. So what am I doing here tonight? I'm just gonna fly around for a little bit here, and then eventually take some questions, take some phone calls maybe. I probably should have promoted the phone number a little bit more, but I'll put that up on the screen later. The big trick is just don't be intimidated to call, you know? Make the call. Take all my flaps out of here. You know what? I'm gonna restart this guy. Well, not restart it, but let's do that again. It's funny. Kind of what I do in flying around involves a lot of times just doing the same approach over and over again. San Francisco at sunset. It's just fun, right? I'll just do this one more time. Actually, maybe I'll do this and then I'll go land over to Oakland. All right. I just threw the gear down there. I threw the first 10 notch of flaps in, or whatever the two flap settings are on this airplane. This is a King Air C90 is what I'm flying right now. By the way, hello. Whoops, I forgot how to get back to that. See, this is why I shouldn't be distracted. I'm trying to land a legitimate plane here, people. There's 500 feet. Dumped all my flaps in. All right, let's try and make this one a little bit more stable. What do you say? Or should I go, you know what? Let's go to the left runway. Screw it. This isn't real. This is very low to be doing this. Let's go change to the left runway. A little sidestep. A little very, very late sidestep. I'm definitely slow. Carry a little bit more power here. Almost nailed it. Not really. Gear flaps all in. I'd be doing a lot of other checks right now with a late move like that, but there we go. Touchdown right there. A little short. We're gonna float a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little fast tonight on both these landings. Okay. And yeah, I know, it makes the tire squeal sound a lot worse than it actually is. First flap's coming out. Full power. 100 knots. I don't know what rotation speed is, but I'll pick 103 or something like that. Positive rate, brakes, gear up. All right. Take the second notch of flaps out. Might sink a little bit. Let's go fly over to Oakland. We'll go land in Oakland. And then I'll take some Q&A. How about that? Like I said, I'm doing this to buy a little time. I know on the live streams, by the way, am I live streaming? Yes, I am. I'm using my computer right now, so I can't actually see that it's going well. Maybe I should pull up my phone here while I fly. This is kind of like real life. Pulling up my phone while I'm flying the plane. Not really. Normally I'd flick on the autopilot here, but on the flight sim I don't really have that set up. There we go. Yeah, no, it's going. Look, there we go. Well, it's gonna play a commercial, so I'll cut that out. All right, pay attention here, Brazil. Also gonna throw all the props in here, which I didn't have before because I wasn't paying attention. Again, people, it's fake. It's flight sim. I was wondering why this thing wasn't climbing. Alright, I think I can see Oakland right there. See those strobe lights right there? I think that's the South Complex runway right there. So let's head over there. Let's actually head a little bit north of that first. Let's go up to 2,500. Actually, you know what? Let's just level off right here. I mean, we're going to get to 2,500 anyway, but... bring the power back a little bit. Let me take myself off of the screen here for a second so I can actually keep an eye on what I should be doing here. There's the airport over there, if you can see that. Now I'm in a rush, so I'm throwing all the power in. We're going to be over 200 knots here pretty quick. Look how beautiful this is. The Bay Area at sunset. I believe that's Mount Diablo off to the right, up in the distance. I know some of you watching this right now are saying, what are we watching? Well, you're watching me playing Flight Sim right now. Just for a few more minutes, like I said. Until the live stream gets warmed up. And then, you know what? We also have to talk about the 10,000 subscriber party, or live stream, or whatever I'm going to do. I got to figure something out. Getting close to my 2021 goal. Okay, throwing the wheels out. That should slow us down a little bit. The nose sink. Dump in some flaps. Start my turn. I'm probably way high. I'm just eyeballing this entirely. And I can only see what you see. Oh, there's the runway. Okay. So I'm kind of on a short right base here for this runway. There's the other two runways out there on the North Complex. Bells and whistles going off all over the place. Now I'm really dog-legging this thing in here. I see the approach lights. That's good. 800 feet. This ought to be fine. Famous last words. This ought to be fine. Actually, you know what? It's better if I... Yeah, there we go. Now we can... Until I can actually see the runway, this will help me. Throw in a little bit of power. Look, I'm right on the glide path right there. 2 red, 2 white. Well, now I'm a little bit high. See? I shouldn't have said that. All right, we're landing to the south at Oakland. A little bit high. Flaps and gear. All down and out. Now we're back. Probably a little bit fast. Retrim this guy up here. And let's see. There's the touchdown zone. I'm probably right after it, but look at, there you go. There you go, Brazil. There you go. See? Mission accomplished. Oh, I should have had myself on camera there a little bit more to show you how I was stressed out. Not really. Let's do one more takeoff here. 100 knots. I guess that's V1, rotate, positive rate, brakes, gear up. Now you can see the back of it. Those wheels coming up real slow. You know what, I feel like I should do one more landing. I'm in the mood for one more. Local map, let's do Oakland, so K-O-A-K. Let's do runway 29, put me on a 3-mile final. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's still dusk. Oh, how beautiful is that? Look at that sky right there. I'll leave myself on camera this entire time. Gear out. First notch of flaps out. I know all I'm doing is takeoffs and landings here on Flight Sim. Like, how boring is that? But quite honestly, isn't that what everybody does? At least when I was learning how to fly, this is all, for the most part, this is all I did. And this is a great, like, practice tool. All right, 500 feet coming up. There it is. Gear and flaps all in. I'm a bit low. Give me some power. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. If this were real life, that would be San Francisco and the Bay Bridge straight ahead. I mean, you know, that's what you're seeing here. Do it from the reverse. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see here when it's all dusk. I'm pretty fast, so chop some power. It's the inner marker. Now I'm in the round out. Flare. Well, I should have flared a little bit longer. In real life, that was probably a solid landing. And when I say solid, I mean firm. So, there you go. All right. Flight Sim is done.